Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, further warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that may still be tarrying to turn to the Lord. You know, in the form of an article that I came across earlier today, giving credence to, the servants of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, not being on the highways and byways and putting up these digital epistles, edifying, the sheep of the nation of Israel, which comes in the form of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans for much longer, man. We're coming into Amos 8 and 11, man. Okay? And for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there dragging your feet, playing around, you're going to be, very regretful, that you didn't, wholeheartedly seek the face of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which we understand it's your lot. For those of you that don't, turn back wholeheartedly and, no longer lean upon him that smote you, because we understand, that this message that we're preaching, that we're openly testifying, it comes in the form of prophecy, you see, which is the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which only the elect of the nation of Israel are going to be able to receive, you see, but we're coming into a time, where we have to be fully persuaded in our own minds. We have to be laser sharp focused, man. And we have to keep our eyes on the prize, man. Because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, this man, this man is gonna roll. Okay? He's gonna roll, man. You see? So through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the first scripture I want to get into, let's get this. Let's get that Revelations 19. Okay, now this is when the beloved John the Revelator, okay, he was on the Isle of Patmos serving out his life sentence on the sand mine. Why? For preaching this word, man. And he was shown various visions of the end time, okay, including the charagma, right, the mark of the BEAST in the form of the micro CHIP, spoken of in Revelations 13 and 16, which the majority of these congregations, in the form of IUIC, WFI, ISUPK, just can't get right. Okay, and we can clearly see that they're leading their congregation astray, and the phone chimed in. But that's another conversation for another time. Now, why I want to bring this out, okay, it's just to give credence, okay, to the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai, okay, which comes in the form of prophecy, man. Okay, and the true men of the Lord, okay, are gonna come in the same stead. And the believers, men, women, and children, are gonna believe that report. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 10, and it reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him." So John the Revelator fell at the feet of this angel, okay, that came to visit him, giving credence to how glorified the angels are, man. You know, and when you look up that word angel, all it means is messenger, you know, which we're angels. You know, we come in the form of messengers, being given this divine message, or this divine gospel rather, that has been sent down from heaven. Okay, being that we've been consecrated, you know, we've been anointed. Okay, being given that unction from the Holy One. You see, but you know, here it is. John the Revelator fell down at the feet of this angel, man. So imagine the essence of the angels of heaven. Let's continue on. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. So the angels are our brothers, man. You see? Who you think's in these chariots, man, that these heathen, okay, are calling UFOs and IAPs, man? You see? UAPs, rather. These are the angels of the Lord, man. Manning these ships. You see? Hey, this is the same way we're going to get up out of here, man, through them chariots. Lord willing, we're part of the elect. Right, let's continue on. And here's the point. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And when you go into that word testimony, okay, it goes into mortar, okay, which goes into witness, man. Okay, a lot of people often use that word mortar as in those that are going to be put to death, but in reality, okay, all it means is witness, okay, because we're witnesses. Those of us that have been shown this light, okay, from the divine, okay, we're witnesses of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Starting with the men of the Lord, trickling all the way down to the men, women, and children that believe the report, man. Let's get this word real quick. Let's get this word testimony real quick.
Strong's G 3141. Martyria. Martyria.
Right. And that's in the Greek, okay? But it's mortar, right? And it goes into what? Witness. You see? So the the witness of Yahweh Shai is what? The spirit of prophecy, man. You see? Hey, this is what separates our power from these idols. Okay? Prophecy, which means what? To say before. And this is the type of power that we serve, man. Okay? The true power of all heavens and earth, man. And we are witnesses to that, man. Okay? Hey, we have the report. We have the record. And what are we doing? We're openly testifying against Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. And in the real world, when a witness is testifying against the defendant, what's the intentions of the defendant? To kill the witness, man. And this is what this man's is going to attempt to do, man. You see? This is what this man's going to attempt to do. And we can prove this through the scriptures, man. And you can also see real time through these various legislations that he's passing, this agenda that they plan on initiating, which we're going to get into in the form of this article, Lord willing. But let's go here real quick. Let's jump down to chapter 12 real quick, giving credence, okay, to the elect, first and foremost, of the nation of Israel, as so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, being the main target, okay? Okay, being the main target that this man wants to get his hands on, man. The book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 17, and it reads, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. What dragon is this? That dragon, okay, is the dreams. This dragon and the woman, this dragon was that serpent, okay, that was in the garden. The woman, same woman, okay, spoken of in Genesis, okay, which references who? The children of Israel, are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Remember Jeremiah, Jeremiah, the 6th chapter. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is likened us to what? A delicate and comely woman, man. He's likened Jerusalem, to a delicate and comely woman in Jerusalem's a people before it's a place. Okay, and this dragon is that serpent from the garden, that manifested, okay, into a dragon, man, in the form of this revived Roman Empire, man, consisting of the NATO and the EU, okay, which America being the 8th, okay, of the 7 heads, okay, that rides the beast, man, controlling all this wickedness that we see being springboarded out of America throughout the 4 corners of the earth, man. Okay? It says that the dragon was wroth, okay, with the woman, right? And with who? And went to make war, okay, with who? The remnant of her seed. Why? Because this remnant is the elect, okay, of the nation of Israel. The same remnant that you can read about is in Isaiah, the book of Isaiah. I want to say it's the 10th chapter. Okay, that's no matter of fact, let's just go get it real quick. We're gonna get the article. I just want to make a point, before we do so, giving credence to the article, man. And this is what we do, man. You see? And we prophesy. This is what the true men of the Lord are going to be doing. Prophesying, man, saying before. Okay, marrying articles with the prophecies, measuring the times diligently, man. This is what watchmen are going to be doing. Not trying to party and have a good time, man. Not trying to get married, man. Okay, and that Aisha spirit, man. Aisha. These niggas are in the Aisha spirit, man. We're not in that time, man. We can tap into that in the kingdom. Hey, we're about to go home, man. Jacob's about to be glorified, man. And we're about to be one with our power. And a lot of these niggas are playing. The book of Isaiah chapter 10. Bear with me. In verse 20, let's blow this up. This is the point. Right? The book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20, and it reads, and it shall come to pass, prophecy, that's prophecy, man. Okay? And it shall come to pass in that day. In what day? These latter days, man. That the remnant of Israel, the remainder, the leftover, the elect, okay, of Israel, that 1/3, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, man. Okay, so here it is. We're going to escape. The elect is going to have to escape, man. Giving credence to that tribulation, okay, that's coming, man. Shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. Who smote us? That word smote means what? Delete. Who's been deleting Jake, man? Since their inception. Okay, since the Renaissance period. Who's been deleting us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? I don't even have to tell you, but I will. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. He's dealt with us roughly, man. But guess what? The elect of the nation of Israel, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number, are no longer going to lean upon this man. Okay? Meaning what? No longer going to depend on him. See, we're not going to stay upon him. We're not going to rely on him. We're not going to rely on his medicine, okay, which goes into pharmakia, which goes into witchcraft. We're not going to rely on this man's news. We're not going to need this man's validation to tell us who we are or what we're supposed to be worshiping, how we're supposed to be worshiping, okay? We're not going to rely on this man for anything, man. But what are we going to do? But shall stay upon the Lord, okay? The Holy One of Israel, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in truth. John 4, okay? The true worshipers, man, have arrived. Abba Ratazah, that's us, man. Abba Ratazah, that's us. You see, because this is literally happening right now. This is happening right now, real time. Hey, there's men, women, and children, whole households, no longer relying on evil E. You see? Have evolved and gravitated into the ways of the East, man. From customs to diet, Why? Because we're about to go home, man. That's the point. We're about to go home. Okay? And this nigga, hey, this is what enrages this man, though. You see, this is why, hey, the elect of the nation of Israel are going to be enemy number one, man. And this man's whole 2030 agenda, his whole build back better, you see, agenda. His target is going to be to delete the elect, Lord willing, with probably that precious number. You see, but this man's in the trick bag. He's snared. Because pursuing the biblical prophecy, Isaiah 59, this man is going to be met with resistance, okay? By a divine resistance, not a carnal resistance, okay? That standard is going to go into divine intervention you can read about in Isaiah 59. Let's continue on, man. Hey, and that brings comfort. Revelations 12 and 17 from the top. And the dragon, right, which again is this revived Roman Empire, man. Okay? And then who's ruling this empire? Who's ruling it? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. Beginning with these small hats, man. These nickel hats. I got that one from the beloved elder apostle, Ariam Love. You know what I'm saying? These imposters, man. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant. Salakia. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, man. Which keep the commandment of Yahweh. See, those of us that have turned back to obedience. This is who he wants. You see, starting with the men of the Lord. Why? Because this preaching of this word is what's bringing this nigga's kingdom down, man. See, because this thing is heavily spiritual, man. Which the majority of you mere mortals can't and don't understand. This thing is heavily spiritual. Ephesians 6, man. You see? Every time these digital epistles go up, every time brothers hit the highways and byways and testify openly and shake their hand, okay, and bring this gospel out, that's likened to Jake grabbing Esau's ankle, okay, and bringing him down, okay, slowly but surely, man. It's this word, this divine word, which is making the major impact. This is the blow, the death blow, man, to this man's kingdom. This gospel being preached, man. The awakening of the elect. You see that? Let's continue on. And have what? The testimony, man, of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. That witness. Okay? That witness, man, that record, hey, that report. And we're testifying against this nigga, man. And again, this is what's enraging this man. Okay? Because again, he knows it's affecting his kingdom, man. Hey, this man's a major witch. You see, he understands what's going on here spiritually. And he can't fight against it. Why? Because it's not a carnal battle. This is spiritual, man. He'll lose a spirit. This damn demon will lose a spiritual battle every time. Okay? This is why he's going to use his law, okay, as his strength. This is what they do. Zero Hedge, okay? This is from Zero Hedge, dated June 16th, today. All right, fresh off the press. I didn't even realize that. All right, the title reads, UN Secretary. Okay, United Nations Secretary. This is part of the beast, man. The military part of the beast. UN Secretary General, okay, proposes global digital compact. Why? To push laws against online hate. Why do you think that is, man? Why do you think that is? We're going to find out as we read this article. You're going to see clearly that this has everything to do with the gospel being preached, man. This has everything to do with the gospel being preached, man. Let's check this out, right? We're going to read down a little bit. I'm going to try to just read through it, and we'll get into precepts afterwards, Abarataza. All right, continuing on. This heading reads, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres proposed a global digital compact to push sweeping international laws against hate and lies online. See, this man is losing the information war. See, this internet, which is coined as the unicorn, okay, in the scriptures, what you people don't understand, those of you outside of this truth, is that this is a device, a divinely crafted device that was designed by Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Because as you can see, it's not willing to serve this bastard. He has no control over the internet. He has no control over the World Wide Web. You see, he does his best by setting up algorithms and, you know, he tries to limit what you can put out there, you know, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much an open book. But this is why this man is going to go to all lengths, okay, to recreate what? Unrighteous decrees, okay? To guess what? Amos 8 and 11 is going to come into play, man. Amos 8 and 11. And again, you Jake out there playing around, okay? Caught up in these wicked rappers and, you know, focused on, you know, your medical degree, you know? You're focused on, you know, saving up enough money to put your child through this wicked college system. Hey, guess what? You're going to fold with this place, man. Because this nigga's not going to win. All right? And if you're joined unto him, you're going to lose with him, man. Let's continue on. Check this out, Akiyam and Akwa. Right? The proliferation, right, of hate and lies in the digital space is causing grave global harm. These devils are smooth how they're disguising this, because guess what? It's the word, okay, that's causing this grave global harm, okay? Because we're prophesying against all these heathen nations, man. Okay, we're telling China you ain't got neck. Russia, you're being used as a puppet to take out Mystery Babylon the Great, spiritually Sodom in Egypt, aka America. Okay, the rest of you nations are just tarrying along, helping inflict damage to this place ultimately. You see? And Yasha Allah got next, man. With Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai leading the charge. And the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Starting with the 144,000, the 12 disciples, right? King David, and the rest of the 1/3, man. This is what we're telling these people, man. This is what we're out there openly testifying, man. On these digital epistles and in person, man. On the highways and byways. And it's making a major impact. Because again, you got the elect of our nation being quickened, which means to be made alive. And every time that happens, the angels rejoice. Why? Because the day draws near where Babylon the Great's gonna fall. You see? We're speaking the kingdom of heaven into existence, Akiyam. And it's doing damage, man. Let's continue on. This clear and present global threat demands clear and coordinated global action, man. Global action. Why? Matthew 24 and 14, man. This is beautiful, man. When I was reading this article, man, I was just like smiling from ear to ear. You see, because we can see through the fine, we can read between the lines, man. The thing with the hopeful elect, those of us that been given that unction, we can read between the lines, man. Let me continue on. We don't have a moment to lose. He wrote in a tweet announcing the compact, Revelations 12 and 12, man. This is why this man's going to come down with great rap. He knows he's running out of time, man. They know that they're running out of time. They know. Why? Because they're seeing the great awakening that they can't stop. They can't stop this, man. This is prophecy playing out real time. And nothing can stop it. It was written that this would happen. Hosea 1 and 10, right? Baruch, what's that? It's been a while since Baruch 2 and 30, I believe, around 30, 20, maybe 29 down. Hey, this is prophecy, man. Let's continue on. The UN policy brief, which was released on June 12th called for handling control of the internet, right, to international bodies as part of the UN's 2030 agenda. You see that? They want to control this internet. This word, again, this is going to usher in, this is going to spring forth, this is going to, because the famine of the world must come. We understand that. And this is why I was saying in the beginning of this lesson, through the Spirit, this is a warning to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those of you that are speckled birds that this word resonates with. Stop tarrying. Hey, you're running out of time. Okay? You're running out of time. That door of repentance, your ability to be able to repent and turn back wholeheartedly, is closing. More and more and more and more, man. Like the days of Noah, when the Lord closed that ark up, he closed the door to that ark, guess what? It was over with, man. Nobody was coming in, nobody was going out. It was over. It was game over, man. Everybody outside of that ark was a deleted man. Babies, okay, and old, young, sickly, it didn't matter. They were deleted men. You see? And the majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to find yourself in the same position, in the same predicament in the days to come, man. When Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai unleashes the modern day Assyrian, which is evil Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Man, let's continue on. Gutierrez also referred to another UN brief, information and integrity on digital platforms. See, so they're going to attack this internet, man. You know? They're going to attack this internet, man. They're going to, again, these digital epistles, and this is going to be a thing of the past, man. This is not forever. Like the beloved brother, the beloved brother Yashawamba, Elder Yashawamba, I actually was able to catch his lesson a couple hours ago. He was going into this as well. He mentioned how, we're going to be going from glory to glory soon to come, man. You know, this is not forever, this internet, man. These digital epistles, man. And it was heavy. His lesson was heavy. Y'all Akiyam and Akwaz, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. You know, there was a bird that came through, visited him while he couldn't post. He couldn't put up no lessons. His internet was messing up on him. Had a bugged out bird come through, banging on his window, wilding out, looking through. Had spirits all over it. You know, hey, this is heavily spiritual, man. We're coming into the end of this thing, man. We're coming into the end of this thing. It's going to get real tight. You know, scripture says, through much tribulation, shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. And we're coming into the time of tribulation, man. We're coming into that straight gate. Lord willing, we're prepared for it, man. We're over here preaching and prophesying. Abba Ratazah, hey, we can handle, okay, when the days come. Lord willing, we can endure, man, when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai comes and deals with us, man. Abba Ratazah, man. Let's continue on. Gutierrez also referred to another UN brief, information and integrity on digital platforms, man, which he said will be used as a guide to coordinate global efforts against hate. So you see, this is a global effort all around the world. Why? Because, again, Matthew 24:14. Lord willing, we're going to get that. This gospel's being preached all around the world. You see? So it's not going to make sense just to attack this word being preached in one region of the world. For example, just Babylon the Great. No, it's going to still be being pumped out everywhere else, man. Right? This is a global attack. Right? Gutierrez said that the internet is being misused to deny science and spread disinformation and hate, okay, to billions of people. The Lord's beautiful, man. Kahalayim la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Our power is undefeated, man. This word is undefeated. And ultimately, you know, we're going to be undefeated, man, because we're coming into the time with it's going to be one last final battle, man, okay, between Jacob and Esau, man. We're coming into that time, man. And again, he's going to lose, man. Thus says the Bible. Like, some of us are going to have to catch a small lowercase L, you know, which is really not an L, man. It's a golden ticket to the kingdom. You know, those of us that have to be put down, you know, for this testimony. It's really a golden ticket to the kingdom, man. When you look at it with spiritual eyes, right? Let's continue on anyways, right? Gutierrez said that the internet is being misused to deny science and spread disinformation and hate to billions of people. An veiled reference to Jew skeptics, right? And growing populist movements, man. And we understand that the word is priority, man. This word going forth is the again, the main threat, right? The proliferation of hate and lies in the digital space is causing grave global harm. Because understand, this word going forth, one major prophecy that's being fulfilled is 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Then shall that wicked be revealed, man, whom the Lord shall consume by the spirit of his mouth. You see, which are who? The servants, the prophets, Amos 3 and 7. This man's being consumed. And the phone chimed in, man. This man's being consumed, man, by this word. These niggas are running around. They're running around in shambles, man. This is beautiful. This clear and present global threat demands clear and coordinated global action, man. So Esau, evil, he's going to roll Akiyam and Akwaf. We know that, right? We don't have a moment to lose, man. They don't have a moment to lose, right? He declared in his call for global censorship, man. And we're going to leave it right there. There's a little bit more. There's more. Hey, but guess what? We're going to leave it right there. You Akiyam and Akwaf can read the rest of this article, man. Hey, that's all we need, man. Hey, these devils are through. Through. That's all we need. Let's get that Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 14. And it reads, and this gospel, right, which goes into good news. This word gospel goes into good, but it's not good news for everybody, man. It's not good news for you heathen, okay? It's not good news for 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? For you, it's limitations, mournings, and woe, man. For those of the elect, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. Okay, guess what? It's good news. Why? Because we know our power is coming, man, and salvation is coming, and we qualify the hope to be part of the first resurrection, man, dead or alive, man. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached where? In all the world, man. In all the world. From the north to the south to the east to the west, everywhere, man. This is why they have to move coordinated on the global level, man. In order to try and intervene or, for lack of better words, intercept, okay? To intercept this word from going out, man. They have to coordinate globally, man. Right? For what? For a witness. See that? For a witness, man. Unto all nations, man. Because again, you heathen nations got to know your pending judgment. You nations are going to be judged, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And we don't give a damn if you don't like that report. Because it is what it's true. It's a true report. The Bible testifies on that, man. You heathen are going to be judged, man. By a divine power. You are going into captivity, man. You heathen are going into a grievous captivity for 1,000 years, man. You can believe it or not. And hey, guess what? You're not going to be able to deny it. Okay? When your neck, okay, is encased in a piece of steel so heavy, you can barely hold your body up. It's not going to be unbelievable then. You see? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. And this is why they're trying to intercept this word, man. Because they understand that this word is flourishing, man. It's taking root and it's sprouting. Okay, and this great awakening has taken place, man. And this is very exciting, man. I'm so appreciative to be part of this to be part of this, man. You know? And I'm sure you, Akim and Akwath, obviously feel the same way. This is a privilege, man. To have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai resting upon us, man. And it was through what? The foolishness of preaching, man. Is how we received this spirit, man. Faith coming by hearing, man. And faith is sent down from where? The fourth dimension, man. The third heaven. The spiritual realm, man. This is why you got to pray for faith. You can't just conjure up faith, man. Nah, man. Faith got to be breathed into you, man. Again, it was through the foolishness of preaching, man. Through this internet. Through this unicorn. Let's get this. The book of 2nd Esdras. Chapter 6. In verse 2. Now I'm going to start at verse 18. And it reads. And it said, behold, the days come. Okay, prophecy. That I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is visiting right about now, man, in the form of these chariots, hey, in the form of the Holy Spirit being sent down and resting upon those of the hopeful elect, okay, in this gospel going forth. Hey, that inquisition be it. Matter of fact, let's continue to read down. It's going to go into that. That's the spirit, right? And we'll begin to make what? Inquisition. Which goes into an intense investigation, man. All right, of them, what they be that hurt unjustly, and that inquisition's being made on who? We're doing a lesson on these damn demons now. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All of his works are being searched out. You see, and we're in court. Court is in session, like the beloved brothers out of Birmingham, Alabama say, man. You see, court is in session, man. The folders are spread out. All the offenses are on the table, man. And we got witnesses, man. Okay? Or martyrs coming to take the stand, testifying against evil E, man. And the rest of these heathen too. But first and foremost, the head of the heathen, evil E. You see? Which in turn is going to what? Usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. Let's continue on. And will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, man. And take a glance into history and you will see what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has done, man. Just go Google it, man. He has it up there. And through his pride, okay? He left it up there. You see? And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. See that? So we're coming into, now where Zion goes into Zion, man, in Hebrew, man, which goes into monumental memorial, man. Which is referring to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, we're coming into a time where our affliction is fulfilled. This is why this is happening. This is why Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai allowed us to receive this glorious gospel. Because we're at the end of our affliction. You see? Lamentations 4:21. We're at the end of this thing, man. Man, let's continue on. This is the point. Let's blow this up. And when the world, whose world? 2nd Esdras 6:9. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's world, man. Okay? Which goes into what? Eon, which goes into time. See, Esau's time, Esau's world, Esau's era. Okay? That shall begin to vanish away. And we clearly see that happening right before our eyes, man. Okay? In the form of this man's infrastructure. There was just a highway that collapsed. I believe it was on I-95. Okay? This man's bridges are through. He's through. Okay? The people are through. His system is through. Okay? And because of him, the water's through. The air's through. The food's through. You see? This man's vanishing away and languishing right before our eyes, man. We're seeing this happen right before our eyes. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens, right? These signs. And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has been showing nothing but signs, man. You know? Nothing but signs, man. In the form of these chariots, man. You know, in the form of this nigga being revealed, evil E. And again, in the form of the Rakakwadash, man. resting upon Akiyam and Akwaf, man. And whole households turn into righteousness, man. Right? The books shall be open. Here's the point. Right? What books, man? Hey, we're in it. The Holy Bible. And the true men of the Lord know it from front to back, man. Okay? Throughout the body, okay? What's that? 1 Corinthians 12? We have 144% truth, man. Okay? Amongst the body. We have 144% truth. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is not going to leave his men lacking, man. Okay, Jeremiah goes into what? Yahweh will send pastors according to his heart, which will feed us with what? Knowledge and understanding, man. And those are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, man. We're not lacking. And the phone's chiming in, man. Come on now. Let's continue on. The book shall be open before the firmament, man. What's in the firmament? Satellites that bounce signals off your device so you can see videos in the other countries, man. How do you think this word is going from north to south to east to west globally, man? You see? The book should be open before the firmament, and they shall see all together, man. And this is just one internet scripture of many, man. Hey, this is just one of many. There's many. You can make a whole lesson, which we've done through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know, you can make a whole lessons, man, going into the internet. On how the internet's incorporated in the Holy Bible. Literally. It's in the scriptures are spoke. The internet is the Lord's device, man. And he used it, he created it to fulfill his will. And just like he used these stupid bastards to create the missile in the form of Robert Oppenheimer, he used these stupid bastards to create the internet and to bring it forth. Just so it can be used against them, man. Hey, see? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua got these niggas in the trick bag, man. And at the end of the day, they're going to lose grievously. But ultimately, they're going to come down on you people grievously, man. See? Because this is going to make them go into a rage. Hey, they're already raging. You see? But they're going to literally, they're going to come down, man, with that great wrath spoken of right here in Revelations 12 and 12. Right? And we'll close out here if the Spirit allows. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Right? Us of the hopeful elect, starting with the men of the Lord. And those of you men, women, and children that believe the report, we got to rejoice, man. Why? Because Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen, man. Okay? The same place where our forefathers and foremothers had to perform free labor, man. Get their backs beat off. Okay? Our young ones raped, robbed, and murdered, man. Our heritage stolen. Okay? Our heritage beaten out of us by these same abominable bastards that rule over us to this very same day, man. We ought to rejoice. We're seeing this bitch fall, man. This is why we should rejoice. Let's continue on. Woe, which means destruction, man. To the inhabitants of the earth, all of you outside of this truth, all of you outside of the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. Woe to you bastards, man. Woe to you heathen. Woe to you 2/3 wicked so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Woe to you, man. For the devil, man. Let me read that again. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea for the devil, right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The deceiver, the false accuser, the slanderer, man. It's come down unto you. You see that separation? Here it is. The elect is rejoicing. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. Right? And the inhabitants of the earth and sea, the rest of you outside of this truth. Hey, guess what? The devil's come down unto you, man. Because you're not going to have that hedge of protection, man. Isaiah 59 is not gonna manifest for you. Isaiah 59 and 19 is not going to manifest for you, man. A stand is not going to be lifted for you, man. You're going to have to bow down to the slaughter, man. You're going to fall into the hands of the modern day Assyrian, man. You see? Let's continue on. The devil is come down unto you having great wrath, man. This nigga's gonna go into a rage, man. Because it's not gonna go his way. Okay? And like a child that he is at heart, hey, if I can't have it, nobody can, man. This nigga's gonna self-destruct and say, fuck it. Delete everything. And we're gonna go hide in these bunkers, you see? And we'll come out, we'll manifest, we'll come out the fire, right, like the phoenix bird, right, and rule that next eon. That's what they think, right? Thinking they're gonna come forth and you know, they're that nigga again for a whole nother 500 years. Not gonna happen. Let's continue on. Because he knoweth he had but a short time. And we read it in that article. Hey, it came out of the mouth of this. Let's read it again. Let's go back. Let's go back to it. It came out of this ugly nigga's mouth. All right, which is who? He's the secretary. He's the United Nations secretary. Okay, general, man. This ugly nigga right here. Right, and what did he say? Let's go to it. Let's get it. We can read it all over again. Right, the proliferation, right, of hate and lies in the digital space is causing grave global harm. This clear and present global threat demands clear and coordinated global action. We don't have a moment to lose, man. And that's exactly what's going to happen at the end of the day. You wicked, barbaric, bloodthirsty, raw meat eating bastards are gonna lose, man. Thus says the Bible. Let's close our right here and prove. Let's go back to Revelations, the 12th chapter, man. Salakia, bear with me. Let me go up. We gotta jump up. You niggas are gonna lose, man. This is it. We'll close our right here, Lord willing. The book of Revelation, chapter 12. In verse 10, I'll start at verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation, right? What salvation? Deliverance, man. And strength in the kingdom of our power, man. Possessive, you see that possessive pronoun? And our power, right? And the power of Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. Who's the accuser of our brethren? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. Psalms 50. Go read Psalms 50, right? Which accused them before our power day and night. And that's about to happen on a whole nother level in the days to come. Okay, this nigga has all forms of technology that can, he can fabricate a false image of you, man. He can falsify your voice. He can make you say something you didn't say. He can make you be somewhere you really weren't at. You know, have you make it look like you running off from a DT attack. You see what I'm saying? Hey, this nigga can do things like that. And he's going to do things like that. Have brothers' faces up on billboards. Hey, this is what this nigga's going to do. Right? And here's the point. But guess what? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. You see that? By the blood of Yahweh Shai, the elect are going to overcome this man. And by the word of their testimony, bringing this lesson around full circle through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. See? By the word of their testimony, man. You see? The word of their testimony, man, which is the what? The spirit of prophecy, man. You see? We got the records, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we got the report, man, and we're witnesses, okay, to this man's atrocities, man. But that's how we're going to overcome, through this testimony. And they love not their lives unto the death. Strive for the truth unto death, man. And the Lord shall fight for thee, man. We know these things. So we understand that death is on the table and we don't fear it. Because we understand that Yahweh, it's an easy thing for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai to reward a man in the day of his death, man. Easy for him, man. We're dealing with the Father of spirits, man. You see who we serve? We serve the true living power. We have nothing to fear, man. Because regardless of how the cookie crumbles, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is dealing, man. And you ugly niggas are going to lose. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Kal Halalium La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Shalom.